All right.
Let's just make sure to record the audio this time.
Yes, sir. I made sure. Actually, I'm gonna double check, triple check. Actually. All right. Headset, speakers, and mic. Gotcha. All right. We're Gucci.
Awesome.
Now I gotta see if all of them are not muted down here. All right. All right. Welcome everybody to Geeks Reborn Podcast. I'm your host, Rainier, aka the King of Deers, and joining me today is my good friend, and he's, what was it, third time on the show?
It's our third or fourth time.
Yeah,
now.
third or fourth time on the show. My good
We're
friend, David.
David, yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's
so a few weeks ago I started the whole nickname thing, and I think I asked you a question, and I forgot which nickname you picked or we picked for you. But
I gave you the option to pick.
yeah,
But
so I think I want to use the Flash Flood. You know, you have a
There
lot.
you
You
go.
said D-Flow, you said Flash. We can go David. We can go Flood. We're gonna use Flash Flood. It will be down here or
Flash Flood, perfect.
down. Yeah, your name's gonna be down here or up here. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet. But anyway, Flash Flood of topics today. That's for sure. We have a whole weekend. So today is currently June 21. That's a lie. July 21.
Yeah.
I went back a month.
And you're a month behind.
Exactly. But anyway, it's July 21, and this past weekend, it was the very first live pay-per-view event. Oh, other than WrestleMania.
It's WrestleMania.
And Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched ever since they came back last Friday. You know, when with SmackDown, starting with SmackDown, I was tuning in.
Me too.
I was definitely catching. I tried to catch up with Raw, but I just pretty much left that on mute because I was doing other things. But anyway, Money in the Bank as a pay-per-view as a whole, how would you rate it?
An A.
An A? How many
The
stars?
first 4.5.
4.5. I was about to say for me it's like
It's
4.
one of the best pay-per-views in recent memory for sure.
Mm.
I mean, just everything was great, I think. I mean, even from the start, I mean, the kickoff show match between the Usos and the Mysterios was great too.
I
They
missed that
usually-
one. Unfortunately, I missed that one.
Yeah. the
But that's
kickoff
okay. I'll
shows
probably
usually
just watch
suck,
that. Yeah.
But I decided, since there's going to be fans in attendance, I might as well tune in, and I
Right.
was pleasantly surprised. Okay. Radar's squeaking his toy. So he just got a Space Jam bark box, and
There we go.
He's squeaking Bugs Bunny. So
Hey, you know what? It's not that loud. It's all good.
yeah,
Anyway, but yeah,
Yeah.
I missed the kickoff show between the Usos and Mysterios. But I'm kind of surprised that the Usos won, given the recent incidents with that family. You know.
I just don't think WWE gives a shit about AWR.
Yeah, especially if it's like part of like their main story too.
Well, and if you got relations to the Anoa'i family or the Rocks family,
The
you
Rock.
can do whatever. I mean,
Mhm.
Nia Jax has hurt like 50 people, and she's still in WWE. So
That's true. Anyway, so there's the kickoff show. I forgot what is the first match actually.
the women's Money in the Bank.
How do you feel about that?
I loved it because first of all, Alexa Bliss finally got some new attire and looked
That's true.
banging, absolutely banging. And I thought she was gonna win. I thought they were gonna pull some like supernatural type shit where she was just gonna make the briefcase fall. It's like she wasn't gonna have
Yeah.
to climb the ladder.
I'm actually happy that I was actually going for Liv Morgan for no reason.
Was.
Yeah,
Everybody was.
Who do you think one of the wrestlers part of that match felt I don't know what you call it. It feels like they weren't supposed to be part of it, you know. I feel
Well,
like Tamina and
so
Natalia felt like.
what Natalia and Tamina made no sense. And I saw an Instagram post that Bailey posted like a week or two ago before she got injured, and it was a picture of her and Big E, and they're like, some of you will get it, but most of you won't. So Big E won the Money in the Bank. So what I'm thinking is that Bailey was supposed to win the Money in the Bank before she got injured,
And
then she got injured, and they just kind of had to,
improvise at that point. Yeah.
improvise at that point.
Damn.
I mean,
And we all know where that's gonna go straight, dude. That's going straight
yeah,
to
I didn't
Bianca.
understand. I didn't understand the Tamina and Natalia thing, and it was also a really clunky match. I mean, I think the women were a little nervous maybe because the whole match looked extremely choreographed until like the end.
Oh yeah.
And the way Nikki Cross won was pretty great.
Honestly, I thought one of instead of the tag champs, the women tag champs, I really thought one of them was gonna be a surprise appearance of Becky, and that's how she gets pushed right off the bar. But then again, we're not. She's been teasing it, but she hasn't come in yet. So
and I
who
think
knows?
they're setting something up between her and Charlotte, is what it
Oh
seems
yeah, with
like.
the whole Twitter thing. That's right.
Yeah, and then Charlotte flipping off the crowd, which was like the greatest thing in the world.
And cut the feet.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, I don't know, man. WWE is silly because that was a great moment, and they.
I can't believe I missed that. I was so
Bobby
upset.
Lashley cursing, saying bit bullshit, and everybody saying shit and ass.
Oh yeah,
and shit like
I saw Charlotte just yell, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, and
I found that hilarious.
It's just like, okay, so y'all can allow that to happen, but if Charlotte flips off the crowd,
I feel like
that
is like so properly done. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's such a Charlotte thing to do."
Oh, and it was definitely 100% just off the cuff, improvised.
I like
she was.
Yeah, I like the breastfeeding comment she said.
And that was
too. That was like an icing on the cake. I was like, "Ooh, that was good." That was a good comeback.
One of a kind.
She's great.
Of all the 4 horsewomen, she's the best.
Mm-hmm. And I would say this: she is John Cena doesn't deserve it. Charlotte Flair should break her father's record. But I mean, that's what they want to do anyway.
I don't know, man. I think that I don't know. It's tough because John Cena to me has brought more to WWE because Ric Flair wasn't really in WWE until like later in his career.
Yeah, like late 90s.
John Cena spent his whole career in WWE, so there's only like 2 people, maybe 3, that should have that record. It would be either Triple H, John Cena, or who am I thinking about? Maybe Randy Orton.
Oh, okay.
They all those guys deserve it because I mean they've brought wrestling to a whole new level.
That is true.
It's just.
That is true.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Title reigns. I'm trying to see how many times he held the title, or at least the main title. Let's see. So many.
Yeah.
Can I just get like here we go, championships? Thank God. Oh no, here you go. WWE. Here we go. WWE Championship is 9 times. And heavyweight is 5 times, so 14 total.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not counting the other titles,
like the WCW titles.
Yeah, WCW, in IC Championship, European Tag Teams. Of course, King of the Ring doesn't really count. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Hey, honestly, I feel like for women's at least, Charlotte should definitely deserves breaking her own father's record.
Well, what's crazy, and this is something I didn't really like, is that Charlotte's actually won 14 times. Like, if you include the NXT World Championship.
That's right.
Last night, they come out and say she's like the 11th champion. And I'm like, whoa.
They threw out NXT. Not only did they bury NXT with Cross, they buried NXT with that whole shtick with.
I don't think. See, and people need to chill out with the shit with Karrion Kross because I think it's a bigger part of the storyline between Samoa Joe and William Regal. Because
I feel like they're just gonna finish that story, and then that's where Cross will have like a.
Cross will come up to the.
That's where he will wreck
roster.
shit. Yeah, in the main roster.
And the thing is, though, is if you think about it, is like him losing to Jeff Hardy. He didn't lose like fair and square. Hardy just rolled him up and put his legs on the fucking ropes.
That's true.
And that
I like the promo he gave.
Off.
Yeah, I like the promo he did like after the match. You know?
He needs Scarlett with him though.
Yeah.
He does not.
That was weird. Where was Scarlett the entire time? You would think, as part of his, character, Charlotte.
But WWE loves to
separate people, aka the Hurt Business.
Well, and Andrade and Zelina Vega got separated.
Yeah, that's true.
There's been a lot of them that have been separated, but we'll see what happens. I mean. I feel like Karrion Kross is a little bit overrated as it is anyways. I think that Scarlett's really what makes him.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that if it weren't for Scarlett, I said that for some reason with a weird accent. I said Scarlett. If it weren't for Scarlett, he would just be a regular, very muscly guy.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I've never been a Karrion Kross guy. I mean,
I like his physique. He looks very intimidating.
Yeah. No, he's got the intimidating physique, but I also feel like when he speaks, as soon as he speaks, he sounds kind of like a 16-year-old boy. Like he doesn't really have a good voice. Mm-hmm. So, but that's why he needs Scarlett. So
yeah, I was watching the Fatal 5-Way on one of the NXT shows, and all I can think was like, man, Karrion Kross is a big dude fighting a bunch of skinny little guys.
Yeah. I mean, I think Adam Cole should get the call before Karrion Kross does. Adam Cole has been in NXT for so fucking long, dude.
That's true.
And then, but I think that, there's rumors that some guys like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa don't want to go to the main roster, where they've like explicitly said that they will not go to the main roster. But I don't.
Some of them are good. Will be nice to be in the main roster.
It's good, and it's it's like I was reading people's comments after Nikki Cross won Money in the Bank, and people bitch and moan when WWE doesn't do something that they want, but then when they do something new, they still bitch and moan. So it's like, why are you even watching?
I actually like the fact that Nikki Cross won. When she got it, I was like, what? My Liv Morgan idea. What? I mean, I'm not against Nikki Cross. I thought she was like, it's perfect. With all that push she got prior.
Yeah, and she probably shouldn't have even gotten a push, but she, actually tried with her gimmick, and
then winning, literally successfully cashing in Money in the Bank last night or the other night. Yeah, the other night. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, today is Wednesday. Shit.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was Tuesday too. But yeah, like that was a great. It was like, wow. I didn't think Nikki would cash that in until much later on.
I really thought that they were gonna go into some kind of feud between Nikki and Alexa.
I mean, they could still.
But I figured was gonna think that Alexa was gonna mind control Nikki to give her the briefcase. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But.
We'll see. It might be like the super classic hero versus villain story with Nikki and Alexa.
It's just hard for Alexa to be a villain, though. She's like, to me, she's not really a villain. She doesn't really fuck with people that don't fuck with her. She fucks with like Eva Marie and Dewdrop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about those two. Yeah, but anyway, back to Money in the Bank. So there's the first match, which is the Money in the Bank women's match. Next up, AJ Styles and Omos, whatever how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, versus the Viking Raiders.
Raw Tag Team Champions. What you think about that one? I felt like AJ carried that match with I mean, the Viking Raiders did okay in my opinion. I feel like they were kind of clunky. That's what.
They're good. They're probably one of the better tag teams that WWE has because they've been together for so damn long. You
Yeah.
know,
Do you think they'll eventually?
they have to.
Yeah,
I
one
mean, I
day.
don't see how you leave the tag titles on AJ and the big bodyguard
Omos.
guy. You
Yeah.
know,
I'm still not sold with Omos, but he's a lot better in Money in the Bank than in what
he's
a
good in the
Wrestle.
ring, but it's just his facial expressions. He just
Yeah.
he keeps coming off as like the smiley guy. Like they should have almost made him like some type of face, you
Mhm.
know? Because if
Yeah,
he was
yeah. Everyone was cheering for AJ the entire night, like in the
oh
entire
yeah,
match.
that's just how it is. Because
I
everybody
mean,
loves AJ Styles.
yeah.
So
I'm
I mean,
actually,
I even love AJ Styles. I just
I,
don't understand why he's not in the main event picture.
I think he's trying to like help out Omos
Well,
with
yeah,
the
and I mean,
like,
and he's also got like a really easy schedule where he, can take time to go see his son's football games, shit
hmm
like that. So he's not. And plus, at this career ages, the age he's at, he's probably just trying to collect paychecks at
yeah.
this point. So
Honestly, at first when I first got back to wrestling, I did not care for AJ Styles. I was like, he's okay. But the more I watch his matches, I was like, holy shit, AJ is really good. He's so
no, he's really good.
he's
Yeah,
really entertaining. Holy shit!
he's
And
entertaining and he's
even in
all around
Impact,
too.
even
Oh
in
yeah,
Impact, even on Impact I'm sorry, TNA at the time.
TNA.
He
I
he was
remember he was
great.
the
I
only
was like,
reason why I watched TNA would be
really,
to watch AJ Styles. Yeah,
yeah. I remember
but
I tuned into that one and Jeff Hardy was on. I was like, what the fuck? He was just on
mhm,
Raw.
yeah.
Anyway, yep, there's the tag champs. Next up is the Bobby Lashley squash match
I
against
like
Kofi
that
Kingston.
one.
I like it because it's, especially the little promo after what was it Monday, where he was
Hmm.
like, "No more bullshit, MVP." You
Yeah, and then
know,
like he would like he destroyed the lounge and all that
hmm
shit, and
fucking tossing a couch.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
insane. I was like, "Holy shit!"
It's just I don't know, man. Like it just seems like they're trying to with Lashley. I really like him, but it seems like they're just trying to make him the Black Brock Lesnar. That's really all it
Yeah,
seems like they're trying to do,
I
and
hope
it's gotta lead to a Brock versus Bobby match because I don't even think that's ever happened, and
no.
that's you gotta have that. You just do.
I want a rematch with Cena because he did fight Cena like
Oh
back
yeah.
when he started. I'm not, if Cena stayed for a little bit longer, you know,
Well, he'll be around till SummerSlam, and some people even say that he's going to take the title off of Roman to get
ooh,
that
that's true.
17th championship.
That's
But
true. We'll see
I don't know.
with how they're trying to push Roman, especially now there's live audience and with that fucking amazing promo. Now the world acknowledged me.
Yeah,
Then right
Roman
after,
Reigns is just.
all right, we'll talk about that in a bit here.
Yeah, that's you got to leave that to the last
Yeah,
to say,
that
I
is
guess.
last. That is last. Rhea. Okay, up next after the squash match, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. In my opinion,
Which
it's a. I didn't care about it early on, but the more I watched, I was like, they're putting all of it. They're
no,
putting it.
they had a good match.
Yeah, they're. But I would say this. Sure, the match was great, but for some reason, I feel like I don't know if it'll be better or worse if they made it into an Iron Man match. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know, man.
I
Maybe,
don't
but
think Rhea is good enough for an Iron Man match, but I know definitely Charlotte would do it.
I think they're like I like Rhea Ripley, but it seems like I don't know what's been going on with her, but it seems like since she came up from NXT,
No one knows if
her
she's
ma- her
face or not.
well not just that, her match qualities have just sucked. Like all of her moves look clanky, like she oversells things that she really shouldn't. You can tell that she misses spots in the ring where Charlotte has to like cover for her.
Yeah.
When Charlotte did her backflip off the turnbuckle, Rhea was barely anywhere near her to where Charlotte could have fucking hurt herself. You know what I mean? And
hmm
I don't know. I like Rhea Ripley. I think she's attractive. I like her character, but I think she's overrated. I do.
I
And I think
never.
that
I thought it was cool for an NXT person to win a championship, but at the same time, I was like, not really a big fan of Rhea. Like you said, attractive, great great character. I like her finisher, but that's pretty much it.
The Riptide or whatever it is.
Yeah, that one looks cool. It looks
I
cool.
Guess.
Anyway, Charlotte Flair finally winning. How'd that make you feel?
Well, of course it makes me feel good. I love Charlotte. And I also think the way that she won was great, too, by finally just giving in and crushing her leg and then throwing her ass back into the ring and putting her in the figure eight. That was a really good finish.
I guess it's a way for WWE to say, hey, our bet about WrestleMania. Here's a here's a title win.
Right.
Oh yeah, by the way, you're gonna lose it next night, so don't celebrate too much.
Well, and that's another thing too. Is like people were so pissed off that Charlotte lost. Excuse me. People were pissed off that Charlotte won, and then the next night Nikki cashes in, and they're pissed off that Nikki cashed in, and they're like, "Oh, you should have at least let her hold on to the title for a while." And it's like, what do you want?
You know what I noticed? You know what I forgot to mention earlier was that the entire Rhea Ripley title reign, all she fought was Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's Asuka barely twice, but 90% was Charlotte though.
Yeah,
I feel like she just, they were probably trying to push her. And it didn't work out, so like, okay.
Well, yeah, because she probably didn't have very much chemistry in the ring. I mean, if you're sloppy with Charlotte in the ring, who can make a dead baby look good in a ring, if she can't do well with her, she's not going to do well with anybody else. They tried to do the thing with Asuka, but I think Asuka sucks anyways. I don't understand what people's big deal is with Asuka. You know what I mean? I mean, she's not. To me, she's not this badass. I mean, I like Shinsuke Nakamura more than I like Asuka. It's just. But, people are people. But we'll see what happens with Nikki Cross. I'd be interested to see how that's going to play out. If she's going to drop it really quick, or if
they're going to give her a lengthy reign.
Maybe she will go back to regular Nikki Cross or something like that now that she won the championship. Or maybe they'll make the superhero thing a little bit more believable, where when she's not wrestling, she's dressed normally, and talks like a normal human being, and then when she wrestles is when she's in the
ASH
superhero shit. Yeah.
Almost superhero. I still don't understand that part. Like when
Nobody does. But,
all right, I'm gonna take a quick pause. I gotta pee really bad. I've been drinking water. Be back. A 2, a 1, and we're back. Anyway. We're talking about Charlotte winning and then losing the title, and how a lot of people are bitching about it. Anyway, I thought the fight was great. Charlotte winning, I feel like I said earlier, it's like a way WWE saying, "Hey, our bad about what we nearly cost you." Next up is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Everyone shined. Everyone shone.
Especially Kevin Owens' poor ass.
I feel like if it weren't for I feel like someone they had a bet. It's like, all right, who's gonna do the spot? Who's gonna be the spot?
Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah. Actually, I was thinking either of him or Ricochet. Actually.
Well, and they both did crazy ass spots.
That's true.
I mean, that Ricochet shit was pretty wild for sure when Matt Riddle pushed him off. But
here's my biggest thing is that Kevin Owens jumped off a ladder literally a couple of days before the ladder match.
It looked like a rough landing.
Yeah.
It did not look.
Yeah. Even I was like, holy shit.
Shinsuke got obliterated there, too.
Oh, yeah. Full, that's a big man
I was thinking of that. Was your Peacock stream all
dude, I thought it was my internet. Yeah, I restarted my internet twice. I was like, what is this?
I was about to be so pissed, man.
Yeah. I was pissed.
And then finally, I just exited out of everything, turned the TV off, then turned it back on, and then it was fine just as the match was starting. And I was like, "Thank you,
I was
Jesus."
like, oh, thank God it came. Like, I swear to God, I thought it was my internet. I unplugged my internet. I make sure my little hub link is working. I made sure it's plugged in. I made sure everything. I even went downstairs and unplugged everything in my router,
Yeah,
just to get it back.
The only reason why I knew I wasn't the only one is because everybody in the Bleacher Report community was going insane about how terrible Peacock was. And I was like, okay, yeah, at least I'm not the only one.
I thought I was the only one for the longest time.
And then also too on that match, a little tidbit I liked is Jinder Mahal taking Drew McIntyre's spot. That really was smart, and I like the fact that they're doing a little
a little 3MB reunion, but against one another.
I just don't understand, why does Jinder Mahal need these people around him? I don't understand.
He's a big guy.
He's huge.
He's huge. I was about to say he's kind of bigger than Drew. More cut and everything.
Jack. He doesn't need these big ass flabby dudes around him. He can take care of business himself, and he's good on the mic.
Oh yeah, the whole promo with the broken sword. That was hilarious. That was great. And then
the one thing that did suck is the way that he was destroying that motorcycle was completely just bullshit. Like it was like sad for me to watch.
I was like, dude, you're sad. I was cringing. I was like, why is this here?
You can't rip an exhaust pipe off a bike like that. You can't. It doesn't work that way. Like you clearly took some screws out of there.
I was like,
smash the fucking thing. Don't just keep hitting it.
Yeah. I was just like, sheesh, dude. This is rough, dude. This is a rough promo. Like the Jinder stuff, like how he's like, I mean, everyone knows he's a heel at this point, so his like whole shtick is like super. It's a massive facade, and it was just hilarious. Like, oh, Drew, I'm so sorry. It was just a prank, man. I was returning it, and then they were like, oh, it's a broken sword. Holy shit. I thought that was hilarious, and I was like,
it was funny.
And Ginger was like, Drew, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, he's great in the mic. He's great on the mic. I like his.
I wish, they need to bring back Heath Slater so they can have like the 3MB.
Oh, just watch. He comes back super buff as well. Like
before they released him and right after, Heath Slater got pretty buff because I remember the last night, like right after he got released, Drew McIntyre made it possible to where he could come back and have one last segment with Drew McIntyre, and he looked fucking jacked, man. Like he looked like he could do some damage.
Yeah, I think I see it here. Oh yeah, I see it here.
And Heath Slater to me back then was the one that was a little bit like more. It was better in the ring and may have even been more over at that point in time. With the I Got Kids shit. With Brock Lesnar, I could give a damn about your kids.
Who was the one with the losing streak? And that
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins, okay.
That poor guy, man.
The only thing he won was he got an elimination in Royal Rumble, and everyone was like, does that count?
And I think that before they released him, he won the tag titles with somebody for like one day or something, and then they released him the next day.
That was probably his idea when he found out that they're gonna release him.
Well, it's only fair because that dude was in WWE since we were kids.
Oh, really?
And because he was one of the Edge heads. You remember?
Oh yeah, that one I recently found out about. One of them was Kurt and Zack Ryder. That's right. Yeah, and I didn't know until like I want to say like a few months ago that was the guy. Honestly, great job on that one. They didn't show the face at all. I didn't even know that they were part of it. Oh yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Where did I left off on that? Let's see. How do you feel about Big E winning? Also, actually, before that. Riddle. 3 RKOs. That was like amazingly well done RKOs.
He's really coming into his own. I think that he's going to be up there in the main event scene here coming up.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with that little segment with John Cena last night or on Monday, the bro segment.
I get it, bro. I was looking. I was like, Wait, what did I miss? Then
You
John
know
Cena was
that
just
was
like,
John Cena's idea.
oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that was John Cena's
oh
idea.
hell yes, that was you knew that. Oh, that promo John Cena gave was good too.
Dude, no, it seems like that guy.
It was
That's why
born.
I think he's the best. I think he's just the best of all time. Like I know that there's The Rock, there's Triple H, there's Ric Flair, but John Cena gets better with age. Like with his promos, I mean, the guy is just, and you know that they're not writing anything for him. That's just all coming straight from his mouth. You know, the way he looks in the camera and calls Roman an asshole. You know, like just. He's just gold, and I just think it's funny how everybody hated him so much for like 3 years. They hated him. You need to go away, Cena. You need to go away,
I
Cena.
think it's just because he keeps winning.
Well, fuck. I mean, what do you expect? The guy's the best that's
true.
There. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Especially with
Roman.
the Nexus. I was rewatching some of the Nexus shit. I was like, 5 guys versus Cena. This is never gonna end well.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's
he's
true.
the Hulk Hogan of our generation.
That's true.
And he's better than Hulk Hogan. I mean, Hulk Hogan couldn't talk on a mic. He just kept saying brother. Hulkamania run wild on you, brother. You know, that's all.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, and so I don't know. John's the best, man, and the pop that he got.
That's another thing. I got a great idea for that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, the following up is the Edge versus Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Fuck Seth Rollins, dude. God damn it.
But that's so good though.
It was
another one.
That's why I was like, fucking Seth Rollins, dude. Fuck him.
Yeah, and then when he lost the Money in the Bank,
he was like, so pissed.
Dude, that is he is so good too. I mean,
as soon he got that little promo, I knew from the deepest part of my heart that he's gonna come out and ruin the thing.
I already knew that the Friday night before all that shit happened, and Edge was having an interview, and then Seth Rollins came out. I knew he was gonna fuck Edge from that moment on, because that's a dream match everybody's wanted to see, is Seth Rollins versus Edge. Like I can't wait to see that shit, man. I don't know who I'm gonna cheer for, but do
you think Edge will have another title reign as like a legit 1-on-1 against Reigns? Not just like not a triple.
No.
Would you want to?
I want Edge to have one last title reign, just like I would like Cena to have one last title reign. I would like Cena and Edge to go at it one more time. You know, there's so much that I would want to happen,
That's
but
true.
I don't know if it's going to happen. I mean,
it's wishful thinking at this point, right?
Yeah, I think that maybe Edge, he may be more wanting to help the younger talent, just like Cena is, because I think Cena's really trying to help younger talent too.
Yeah, that's true.
And
okay, here's my final question or another follow-up question on that. Who should be their last matches with? Like, let's say John Cena.
Oh, John Cena and Kurt Angle. I mean, Kurt Angle's still in shape.
Yeah.
Like, what if it was a match between them both? Their last match for them both would be perfect. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Kurt Angle did start off pretty much Cena's career too.
And you know, it sucks that Christian is in AEW, because an Edge versus Christian rivalry
who knows?
Be perfect.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe they'll, for like at least like a couple of months, maybe have it for WrestleMania.
Is that Christian is not anything compared to Edge in the ring right now. Yeah. I've watched some of his stuff in AEW, and he's rusty, man. Edge is just natural. Christian.
So who will be the other one then?
Well, I could see Seth Rollins being Edge's last guy. You know, like passing the torch to the opportunist or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He had the heist of the century with WrestleMania 31.
They're very similar characters, Edge and Seth Rollins. You know, they can both be heels and baby faces, and they can be tweeners to where they're assholes and badasses, but you can't help but like them. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So that would be good. And then, you know, I don't know. I just think that it's crazy that Rollins and Reigns have become so good over the years, and Dean Ambrose still sucks. That's why he left WWE. He knew he was never going to get shit because he was terrible. All he wants to do is beat the shit out of himself and blow himself up. He doesn't have good mic skills, and that's why he's not in WWE anymore.
If ECW is still a thing, he would be perfect there.
Oh yeah, he would be the Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman type guy, or Terry Funk,
Right,
So
like pretty much a classic ECW.
classic kill yourself type guy, which I don't really like. I liked ECW back in the day, but nowadays, I mean, you're just being stupid, and you've got a family, and you're trying to kill yourself, and you're going to end up like Terry Funk, where you have dementia at like 55, 60 years old, or dead like Chris Benoit. It's just not.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
worth it.
Or you can be like Steve Austin.
Well, Steve Austin for sure, but also Steve Austin wasn't as
hectic as them, yeah.
He was hectic, but he didn't draw blood or smash himself in the head all the time. You know what I mean? So it's just
yeah. Like going back, I was thinking, I was like, man, I wish ECW is still a thing, but I knew from the get go like ECW would not survive.
ECW get canceled by every of those little buttons.
I was about to say, like, as soon as one episode, ECW is like gone. It's dead already.
You can kind of say it's the same as The Office, like if The Office were to be around right now, after one episode, goodbye.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Pretty much the follow up on that one. Roman's little mic monologue. I don't know if that's a promo or something else. Not quite sure.
It's kind of a promo, but what it really was is just like a lead-in, because like usually after a match like that, the champion doesn't really speak. You know what I mean? They just kind of raise their bell, the fireworks go off, and then the show's over. You know? So it was just leading into Cena coming out.
I do like it though. He was like, now the world acknowledges me. I was
because
that's so good.
Yeah, and Triple H said it perfectly today that he's no longer trying to be the character. He just is that character.
He is, yeah. Oh, I agree too.
And I don't know. I think he's a badass, but I don't like the way that he treats his brothers, I guess.
His cousins.
It's interesting. Yeah, his cousins. It's interesting how Jimmy is kind of like not really all there with it, where I think Jimmy is going to be the one that's going to end up causing them to split up eventually.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, I like that. I agree. Like we were talking about in the chat, like our messenger chat, we both said that if Roman is given a script, he sucks. But him being on his own was icing on the cake.
Well, and even when he was in the Shield, like I said, like when he was in the Shield, he probably had a script, but he was already, when he was in the Shield, he was the character he basically is now, like the enforcer, like, I'm going to kick your ass and I'm not going to talk much about it. And that's the way he's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be this superhero bullshit that, is the kid's best friends. The only time that it would have made sense for him to be a face is the cancer stuff. When he had cancer, now, of course, nobody's going to hate him. And then when he came back, I couldn't hate him. I just couldn't. I'm like, holy shit, this dude is a badass to fight cancer 2 times and come back, and he's a little leaner, but he still is a big dude. That's pretty impressive to beat leukemia like that, So that's kind of hard to hate on him for that, and that's just something that he's got to hope if that leukemia ever comes back, then it's gonna be hard to turn him back into a heel again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But right now he is the top of the top. Nobody in AEW will touch him. Nobody anywhere else will touch him.
Honestly, when I was going back to pretty much the formation of the Shield, like pretty much the history of Shield, when they showed Seth betraying them to join the Authority, I always thought, in my head, I was like, you know what? If Romans did that, it would make sense still. I would say.
To me, it wouldn't have made sense because the Authority already had the heavies. They had Kane. They had Big Show. Why do they need another enforcer? Seth Rollins
I was thinking Seth Rollins was is gonna be the face, while Reigns becomes the heel.
Yeah,
Then there's Dean Ambrose on the corner.
they did it the right way.
Okay.
They definitely did it the right way, in my opinion, because to me, Dean Ambrose was like my cousin's favorite wrestler during those years, and I just never understood it. Like I thought he was cool and everything, but he was like a cross between Tommy Dreamer and like RVD, I want to say, but it didn't work. It just, maybe it's because of the PG rating or his creative, but I just think his character never worked, and it was very repetitive, and they always made him look stupid. So,
oh, that's the only thing I
yeah.
remember from him.
And then the hot dog cart thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know the context from that one, and I would like for that to stay like that, because it's just a random hot dog stand in the middle of the ramp.
He had a match with Brock Lesnar. I think it was at WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
I think it was SummerSlam.
He brought like a wagon of all of his like tools or whatever, and he ended up not even using barely anything in the fucking wagon that he brought to the ring. So it's just, I don't know, the Dean Ambrose shit. Maybe it's because he's gone to AEW, and I kind of just sour on people that go to AEW. Even like Malachi Black. Are you fucking kidding me? You could just go back to your old name of Tommy End. Like, come on. He wants
the Aleister Black persona back.
Okay, well, when he was Tommy End, he still had the same exact persona as Aleister Black, so why change just your first name to Malachi? So, but did you see the rumors about Braun Strowman?
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Oh, no. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's right. I tagged you on it. Yeah. I hope he makes a surprise appearance. I'm pretty sure he's going to get a pop.
Oh, dude, Braun Strowman get a huge pop because people were fucking pissed when they released him.
Oh, yeah.
Because and what I could see happening is it could be like an Alexa Bliss, Braun Strowman, and Fiend thing. You know what I mean? Where
that's
Fiend
right.
comes back and tries to fuck with Alexa Bliss, and then here comes Braun Strowman, and he comes back and maybe he's possessed or some shit.
The monster among fiends.
Right, the monster. Yeah, the real monsters do exist.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. That guy, I hope they bring him back because, I don't know. And then it was cool. It was cool, though, to see Jeff Hardy have his new theme song back. The fans popped for that big time.
It really fits. But that match was yeah.
But at the same time, too, is that No More Words and the music that he was using before, it has the same, it's just an instrumental version of it.
There's pretty much a lot of, like, things like Seth Rollins' "Burn It Down." It's like you, other than burn it down part, it's an actual song, but that one's just an instrumental and such.
Here's a fun fact for you that I've just realized over the past couple months is the Astros actually use Jeff Hardy's theme when they show highlight packages on TV, and I don't know how the hell they do it. Like, it's his music, but the Houston Astros are using it. I don't understand it. So that's a fun fact to throw.
What? I never knew that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up later. That's pretty cool.
It's really weird. Yeah. So.
Anyway.
Yeah, the fans being back, man, was a welcome sight. I had really gotten tired
of the screens.
Yeah, and the fake bullshit. And...
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, Cena's pop. Which one's louder? Royal Rumble 2008 or 2021 SummerSlam? I mean, Money in the Bank.
Oh, Money in the Bank for sure. But I'm sorry, but I'm gonna piss a lot of people off for whoever listens. But Edge's pop at Royal Rumble. Was much bigger than Cena's pop.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, for both of them or just the Royal Rumble one?
Edge's Royal Rumble was bigger than both of them.
Okay.
But I think it's also, too, because of the size of the stadium it was in.
And plus, 10 years. We didn't see him for 10, or in the ring performing for 10. What was it? Not 10 years. Yeah, no one expected that. That was... Nobody.
And I wish I had my phone open when that happened. But I didn't. But anyways, it's just... The fans make it so much better. You get... like I said, I got tired of the screen.
The We Want Becky chants during the Charlotte match.
That
You can't fake that. There's no
no.
authenticity in like those monitors,
Yeah.
those screens.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
because you hear the chants, and then you look at the people on the screen, and they're just sitting there like this, like,
hmm
you know. So,
yeah.
yeah, the fans are a big part of WWE, and it's
hmm
super good to have them back, and let's hope that it
Everyone
can continue
cheering
to
like
stay that way.
Friday. Everyone was cheering everyone. You
Oh,
know,
fine, dude. Oh, and then that, yeah, the SmackDown was great too, man. I
the
mean,
SmackDown was.
the Sami Zayn shit was hilarious. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. The fans for me, it just any show goes a letter grade up with fans. You know, may sometimes two letter grades up. You know.
hmm Like Monday, you know, it's whenever they were cheering for Becky and Charlotte did her little comeback on that. I was like, man, that is so much better than what we get from
Right.
like from like a regular Thunderdome show.
Mm-hmm.
It was so
Or you know,
nice.
if that was Naomi out there on the mic, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, we want Becky back. Becky, hurry back." You know, that would be that. That's why I think that Charlotte's the best, is because the rest of the women wouldn't have been able to think on their feet like that and come up with that breastfeeding comment, because that was not scripted. There's no way, because they couldn't have scripted for a Becky chant. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I'm pretty sure if Naomi's out, they're gonna make fun of Jimmy.
Well, I saw that Naomi is going to SmackDown, so maybe they're gonna do a whole,
I add
maybe
her
she's
to
gonna
the
join.
add her
But
to the
then you gotta have
Tamina.
another faction. You know, you gotta have the bad faction and the good faction. So who's the good faction gonna be? You know what I mean?
It's gonna be like the
So
NWO.
yeah, or the good faction will be a mix of like John Cena, Edge, and Riddle, and then the woman will be God knows who. You know, oh, wouldn't that be funny if they brought Nikki Bella back to team with John Cena, and they're
That
both
is
married now? You know,
that is gonna be awkward. Hey,
yeah, long time
good,
no see.
great. Oh, you heard? I heard you're down to have kids now. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
cool. I mean, I heard.
But
Where's Corey? What's his face? Corey Graves.
mm-hmm,
Who is he's on Raw, right?
mm-hmm.
Because I heard they might move Carmella to Raw. Are they?
Maybe.
I
I
heard.
love looking at Carmella, so I could care less whatever she's on.
Honestly, I mean, she does have that moniker with her, and it. I'm not gonna say it's false
I
because
mean,
it is.
from the
It's
neck down,
yeah,
everything is perfect.
yeah.
From the neck down, and that's all that
It's.
matters.
I feel like
So
it's a chin. No, not body shaming here. You know, not body shaming here. Try not to anyway, or sexist. I promise I'm not sexist. At least for me. I'm
And I
pretty sure
also
he's
wonder
not.
if they're actually going to go through the whole draft thing, because it sure seems like they've been moving people around, and then they've been developing storylines. So, like, what are they going to do? The draft after SummerSlam? Like, what's it going to be?
Yeah,
You know,
I was about to say I thought it was after like the week of after SummerSlam.
it would have to be.
hmm
I feel like, because I bet
I wonder who's gonna get drafted to where. You know, Seth
I don't
Rollins
know.
to Seth Rollins to Raw to challenge Bobby Lashley.
I don't know, man. I swear that after Lashley beats Goldberg at SummerSlam, you know Brock's going to come out. He's got to.
That's the Survivor Series part.
He, well,
Well,
yeah,
whatever's after
maybe.
SummerSlam.
Or because it goes SummerSlam, then it goes to Survivor Series, then Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So there's two ways that can happen. Is what I can see happening is that Bobby Lashley completely dominates Goldberg, because he's been kind of letting guys run over him the last couple matches.
Yeah.
He dominates Goldberg, and then Bobby Lashley does the same thing that Roman Reigns does. Nobody can beat me now, and then boom, Brock Lesnar's music hits. You know what I mean?
I feel like they're gonna do a Keith Lee moment and then Brock Lesnar. But that's
They're
me
gonna do
being a
Keith
big
Lee
Keith Lee
when-
guy.
Well, and if they were going to do a Keith Lee thing, don't
It's
you think they would have made his match a little bit more competitive? Because he got the fucking shit kicked out of him.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just like it's just Lashley being okay. I'm this dominant. If I can beat the what was his moniker? The Impossible. or something.
Something like that. The
Yeah,
Untouchable or
yeah,
whatever it is.
whatever. Like
Bask in his glory.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then and I mean he just got back to. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen better match from Keith Lee than
He
last
looked
night.
like shit.
Yeah,
It looks
I
like he's put on a few pounds too, and
that
not
too.
much muscle
Yeah,
definition.
yeah, that too. Compared to his like NXT runs, yeah, I agree with that one. But we'll see. I like this is still wishful thinking. Bobby Lashley versus Lee. I don't care if Lashley drops it or if Lee lost. I don't really care. I just want to see a match.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna call it now. I don't think Keith Lee's ever gonna hold big gold in WWE. I don't think he's gonna hold any of the Universal title or heavyweight title. I just don't see it.
Okay.
He seems to be on Vince's shit list. So
Probably, most likely.
I mean, I
he's
think
talented, but he's just...
he's talented. Excuse me, he's talented. But here's the thing, though. Braun Strowman is 20 times as athletic as Keith Lee is. Okay, Keith Lee. They keep talking about how athletic Keith Lee is. I'm sorry, the guy moves like molasses in the ring. He's not as athletic as they make him out to be. He's just not. And I think that it's just NXT people, they get so in love with their buddies and their favorite people, and then they come to the main roster and they don't get used. And I personally think it's because they're overblown. Their expectations are overblown. Like, I mean, Lars Sullivan, when he came up, I knew he was going to go. I mean, I had a feeling that Keith Lee wasn't going to make it very far, I mean, Riddle, I'm actually surprised that they seem to be giving him some pushes. I mean, I think that's just because they genuinely like the guy. Because, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't like him.
Mm-hmm. Finn Balor.
So, I hope they do something with him, man, because that would be such a waste of time to bring him back up.
Hey, who knows? Maybe with Sammy.
That would be a cool little feud between him and Sammy. And then they could bring I want them to bring the club back. Like, they could have Adam Cole. They could have Finn Balor and AJ Styles as like the WWE's Bullet Club. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't even know about that. I mean, like you said earlier, Adam Cole needs, just needs a little push to the main roster.
Yeah, he's a little small, but,
yeah.
I think he can take it. And honest to God, dude, they need to stop pushing Dominic Mysterio. He needs to learn a new way to wrestle because he's too big to be the luchador, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's too big. Like, he tries to do the same shit his dad does, and it just doesn't look right.
Yeah, it does. He does look weird whenever he does. I mean, I'm fine if he wants to do a high flyer, but he's like I said, kind of too big.
He's like 6 foot something. Like, he was gonna play football in college, so like maybe he should just be like a Seth Rollins type, where he can fly, but he's mostly on the mat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he can do frog splashes, but. He can do like springboard. Not really a full springboard.
Jump off the top rope.
Yeah, jump off top rope.
Yeah. Jump on the outside. Like oh my god, that spot with Big E when he speared who did he spear? Was it Shinsuke or Cesaro off the apron, or was it Johnny Morrison?
Johnny Drip Drip.
Yeah, he there was on Saturday. It was either Friday or at Money in the Bank, but Big E did a diving spear to the outside.
Oh, I think that was Friday.
I was like, oh my god, dude, why are you doing this?
Oh no!
Hurt yourself.
Oh, where he just flopped down. I think the second one was Money in the Bank.
He did 2 of them, but the first one was scary because there was a ladder right behind him. And also Big E almost landed on his head, and then whoever he was spearing almost hit their head on the ladder.
Yeah, so, and then the second time he got I forgot who was commentating. I think it was like Michael Cole who said it. He clipped the middle rope, and just like he literally just went like this. He just swung down straight. I was just like,
he doesn't need to be doing that shit. He doesn't need to be doing that shit.
If anything, go over the top rope like McIntyre.
Or just throw somebody over the top rope.
Or that too. I mean, he's a big guy.
Not everybody's, Undertaker that's 6'10" and can jump over the top rope and do a flip. Not everybody's like that.
Yeah,
so.
Everyone knows their limits. Anyway,
Well, I don't think they do know their limits. I
well,
feel like they
well,
have
I mean,
to
like
push themselves.
the older guys know their limits, whereas
Yeah.
nowadays it's like, hey, I want to do this. I think this is gonna be cool. All right, you think you can do it? Sure.
I could do it, and then snap, there goes your neck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Like I mean, does Kevin Owens does it? Does Kevin Owens even know he has a limit? Because that guy just literally jumped off a 20-foot ladder Friday,
Dude, well,
and then
I've
performed
seen
on
him-
Monday.
Yeah.
On
I've seen him
Sunday,
do
yeah.
some crazy shit, man. I mean, I wanted him to win the briefcase. To be honest with you, I either wanted him or Big E to win the briefcase.
I was
Anybody
going for
else-
definitely for Biggie.
Either anybody else, I didn't give a shit about. It was either Big E or the other guy that I mentioned that I just already forgot.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yeah.
For me, it's funny because I was thinking of Riddle, only because even though I don't want RK Bro to split up already, I think it'll be a weird segue to that kind of a feud, Riddle versus Orton.
Oh, and then, you know what? I was thinking that too. I can see where, Riddle's on top of the ladder. He gets the briefcase. And then, Randy Orton's showing up. Oh, he's congratulating his buddy. He goes to climb up the ladder, and then RKO's his ass off the ladder, takes the briefcase for himself, and leaves. You know what
I
mean?
was thinking like you know how he had like that sprained ankle for like 2 weeks or something. I was gonna say he hurts himself the week of Money in the Bank. Orton gets put in Money in the Bank, wins the contract, and now who has the title? The title opportunity, Riddle or Orton under Riddle, So
Yeah. Either one.
Either
It would
way,
just be awesome to see somebody get RKO'd off the top of a ladder.
Honest, I mean,
awesome to watch.
Riddle did. I mean, it's not the top of the ladder, but it was like halfway. But he did RKO.
Yeah, and then the big ending off the top of the ladder.
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty fucking retarded, too.
When I saw that, I was like, God damn it, Biggie, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna kill yourself.
Dude, I thought he was gonna kill the other guy. I was like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't do anything terrible. I forgot who he did it to.
Shinsuke, wasn't it?
Was it Shinsuke? I thought it was Ricochet. It's one of those. It's one of the skinny guys.
Fucking Ricochet.
Ricochet was gonna if Biggie did that to him, he's gonna break. He's gonna snap in half.
Dude, he's Ricochet needs to go, man. He is quite literally, probably one of the worst people I've ever heard on a microphone ever. He is so annoying.
I like his in-ring skills, but I agree.
He belongs he needs to be like the stuntman for Miles Morales or some shit. Like don't the stuff that he does isn't believable. Like I know like the little spot he did on Money in the Bank is cool, but if you're gonna come up and tell me that Ricochet is gonna beat Drew McIntyre for a title or Lashley, like get the fuck out of here. This isn't like the early 2000s. It's just.
I mean, Mysterio.
Yeah, but that was years ago, dude.
Yeah,
that was back in the day when they didn't have as much talent as they have now. They have so much fucking talent, and they're going to be bringing more back.
That is true. Anyway,
let's see.
I'm going to take a quick break again. And we're back. Where were we at?
We're kind of at a crossroads of what we were going to talk about next.
Oh yeah, that's right. Also, draft is on the 30th of August and the 3rd of September.
The 30th of August and the 3rd of September. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally I think it's a week after SummerSlam actually. Not not that week of SummerSlam, but the following week.
The week after.
Wow, they're starting it. I feel like it's starting off with 30th. Is that Friday?
I feel like it's gonna be the Monday after SummerSlam, and then the Friday after SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, it starts with Raw, and then ends with SmackDown. The third is It's a Friday. Yeah. All right, let's have a little draft picks here. Who do you want in Raw, and who do you want in SmackDown?
Well, that's gonna be tough to do, until SummerSlam.
That's
once we get closer to SummerSlam, we'll kind of be able to tell, because they're gonna have to really switch things up. I mean, I don't see many of the big people leaving SmackDown from Fox. Like, I don't see Roman Reigns going to
Oh no,
Raw.
I definitely
I don't
neither.
see the
Yeah,
Usos going to the Raw. I don't see Bobby Lashley going to SmackDown unless Lashley drops the title.
the
That could
biggie.
be where you see Braun Strowman come back, because I really do think he's coming back,
I feel like he's coming
because
back on draft, if
yeah,
not on
maybe, yeah,
SummerSlam
on
at the
draft
most.
or SummerSlam,
Yeah,
yeah, and because
and that's when he challenges Bobby Lashley,
yeah, and I
or
saw him
doesn't
commenting.
matter who, but
I saw him comment under that Instagram post about Goldberg stare downs
oh yeah, they're
and
like,
with the winky face, and I don't know. I just don't see him going anywhere else. I think maybe they just let him go, just give him some time off, maybe to
yeah,
refresh his character, and
true.
we'll see, maybe. And then as far as the women that come back, maybe they bring the Iconics back, because everybody was saying that they were supposed to debut with AEW, and that never happened. So,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
you
right.
know, so
Elbows
I
pops.
think with the draft thing, we'll probably have to wait until a little bit closer, but I could see Seth Rollins maybe switching back over to Raw, depending on what happens with him and Edge. I think that it could be after the Edge match, might be Edge's last match, maybe. I don't know.
Hope not.
Um, I could
if
see AJ Styles staying on Raw because he wants to be a part of his kid's life, and Raw's easier, like, on the schedule, apparently.
really,
Of course, Karrion Kross is going to come up. I don't know where he'll get drafted. Maybe Raw, because they need more help.
yeah, that's true.
They could split up the New Day, or could bring the New Day back together again.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be that option.
I don't know. I'm tired of the New Day. They need to do something. They need to split them all up. And I honestly think it's time for Kofi to retire, in my opinion, because I'm getting a little too. I mean, he's a little stale. And if you've noticed, Kofi never gets time off TV either. I feel like since I started watching wrestling in 2003, he's been on every fucking episode since. I feel like he never gets time off unless he's hurt.
That's true. Oh yeah,
So,
that's true.
and somebody else to look out for would be Daniel Bryan.
Well, I mean, no one knows he's up in the air.
And that's why I think, when stuff is up in the air like that, it's got to be WWE, because AEW, they're so fishing for viewers and people that they release their surprises so quick. You know what I mean? That I just think that I don't see Daniel Bryan going anywhere. I just don't. He had a good gig where he was working backstage, working a couple times a month at the very most. I don't know. We'll see what happens, man.
We'll see.
We'll definitely have to have a WWE draft episode.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most likely. Let me see. So that was I said was most likely. Oh, that's right. I forgot. SummerSlam is on a Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, is it 2 days?
Sure. I'm sure it will be, like the other big pay-per-views have been.
I thought it's just I thought it was just Saturday.
Well, if it's on Saturday, then that's great, because then we could do the podcast on a Sunday, or we could do it.
It's hilarious because they're right after that. I think it starts with SummerSlam actually. Is the boxing night? Is a boxing match like the pay-per-view?
Really?
Yeah, same area.
Interesting.
Both events are in Las Vegas. So everyone's just like, why is SummerSlam competing against boxing at the moment? So they're gonna have like a big event on that one.
Yeah.
That is gonna be a big one for sure.
But I'd say that the week before SummerSlam, probably even Raw of that week, we probably have a good idea about how they're gonna do the draft.
I was about to say we could do it the week before SummerSlam or the one before that on the 11th, because I want you to have I want you back for the SummerSlam thing, but and since we're talking about the draft now, that'll be another great discussion for that. So I also want to do that one. But yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
it's
mean,
so
we
much.
could even go the full 9 yards where we do a coin flip as to who has SmackDown and who has Raw, and then we can flip again to see who gets the first pick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
it'd be
Okay.
fun.
Okay. Speaking of drafting, have you you've have you did you play the SmackDown versus Raw games?
Religiously, religiously, yes,
How did you do the GM mode?
yes.
How fun is it, dude? It's so
It
fucking
was
fun.
fun, and it was fun until I cracked it and figured out how to get
Oh
five
really?
stars all the time and all that. Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
I was about to ask. Give me
So,
some hints. Raw is so fucking difficult, dude. I can SmackDown easy, dude, because
mm-hmm,
you don't have the women division. You know, you have
mm-hmm.
the cruiserweight, which you can still build and get the WWE champion, which I did. Well, not really. I did it to Rob Van Dam. That was I was mind blown that I got him all the way to as a top star. Then after that, he just declined.
Yeah.
After that is I got him injured, and ever since that injury, he declined. And I was just like, "All right, Bobby Lashley, you're up."
No, and another key is to use the heat and velocity shows too to help build
See,
popularity with
that's
people and
true.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it can be painstakingly like repetitive, because I played that shit so much, man. Because like those were the years where my mom wouldn't let me stay at home by myself, so I'd have to go to work with her, and like I would just play PSP,
Hmm.
for 9 hours a day. So
I
yeah, I
feel
used to
that. I feel
finish
that.
these things. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, right now I'm just like random, like at work on my downtime. I will literally just I have an emulator on my phone, and I will just play. I'll put up some matches, and just see where my show is going. I had a good run. I had a good run with Raw.
There's also another thing that you should check out. I have to figure it out. I can't remember the name of it, but it's very similar to like the SmackDown versus Raw GM mode, and it's on Apple, like the Apple Store and Android, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Wrestling Stars of the '80s or something.
Hmm.
And they have all these different wrestlers that have fake names, but they are exactly the same, like the Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, all that. And it's the exact same premise as like SmackDown versus Raw in the
Okay.
GM mode. It's pretty fun. When we get off, I'm gonna look at it and I'll send you the link if I can find it, because I played that shit for a really long time too.
I wish they bring back GM mode, the future WWE.
Yeah,
I
they
will.
got the universe mode, but it's
Yeah.
not.
I will. I would
Universe
buy
mode sucks.
another WWE game if they do that because
Well, I'm sure that with the next generation, it's going to be pretty sick. I'm excited for that.
all I saw was the Rey Mysterio one, and
Yeah.
graphics looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But I
Oh,
want
well
the
said.
2K19 roster because it's so
Mm.
huge. It's so huge.
Right? You had like 300 something fucking wrestlers and shit, and
Like,
NXT people and all
mhm.
that.
Yeah, and then you can pretty much download characters with the DLC
Create your
stuff.
own.
You create your
Mm-hmm.
own. If anything, probably like hey, here's a character. I'm gonna upload it to like here's some sort of like a create a superstar server, and you guys can just download whichever one you think is great and add it to your. I think that would be a great idea too. So
And also another great idea would be to bring back being able to import your own music for entrances.
that's a
Because
thing.
dude, yeah, it used to be a thing. Like I think it was either in the SmackDown versus Raw games, where when like you do the career and you create your own wrestler, and you go to your entrance, you can import your own music. Because like I remember we used to
What?
import our own, yeah, and now
I
you
never
can't
knew
do
that.
that.
I
Yeah.
never knew that. That's
Nope.
cool.
Oh yeah, it makes the entrances much better.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I remember I put the emulator on my phone. I put it on my computer. Tried to stream it. I mean, I got it though. I had a good system. Here's my thing with the game though, with the GM mode. If you have legends, it's so difficult to keep up the money, in my opinion
Mm-hmm.
anyway. If you have legends, and for some reason they don't really mesh well with other wrestlers. You know,
No, they don't. That's why you have to pick the certain storylines that
mhm.
involve, legends.
like for Raw, I had The Rock and Steve Austin. I always have them under either Battle of the Titans or Greatest of All Time. Those
Mhm.
are the only or number one contender. But other than that, I don't do
Or
anything.
like the legend. Isn't there a Legend Killer storyline
That one I don't
too?
understand. Why is that on the regular mode? When I mean, if you don't want to use Legends, why is that a choice? Like one of the presets, and you can't even use it. I mean, I would use it on Ric Flair,
Hmm.
but apparently
Or
he's not
Triple
a
H
or
and
triple.
Batista.
I mean, like
Yeah, but
and it's like it doesn't work
that
for
might
some.
be a glitch. There might be a
No,
glitch.
no, I don't think so because Ric Flair is technically a legend at that point. But when you play the game and use that contract, it will say superstar is not valid. I was like, dude, it's Ric Flair. He's a legend at this point.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, so I
That's
was just
really
like, why
weird.
is this choice in the preset when you can't if you don't know about legends or opening up legends?
Yeah, yeah.
It sucks. Also, I would say
Yes.
I would say putting all four mankind Mick Foley characters is hilarious
Right.
because he is both in SmackDown and Raw. I tried to. I only got Cactus Jack. I wanted mankind, but bot took him first, and Mick Foley, and I didn't. I don't really care for Dude Love.
Yeah, well, I've never. To be honest with you, I'm not even a fan of Mick Foley. He's another one of those guys
It's
that I
just
just
too crazy,
too fucking crazy for
too great.
no reason.
I feel like now he's a bit tame, but back then he.
Well, he's tame now probably because he's so fucked up that he's on like 50 different medications.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but his daughter is fucking, oh my god, his daughter is so beautiful.
I haven't seen that one. I
And
haven't
she
seen
has a
her,
Patreon, so,
of course. Anyway, what else? Yeah, like I said, dude, obsessed with this, but I hate playing as Raw's manager. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. I was because it's so hard to maintain these characters. Also, why is Undertaker only has a fucking popularity of 78? Shit's make
Is
no
that starting out or is that
starting out.
that's weird. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, I guess maybe because if you think about it, because they probably didn't use him very much in 2007, it was probably because he was like the attraction guy, you know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
So, mm,
Honestly, I
probably what it
thought
is.
JBL would be higher. JBL's only
No,
68.
he's
I
always
thought he would be like around the
underrated.
70.
I think that's like a rib because he's such an asshole that the game developers did that on purpose.
Just doesn't want him up there.
I could see that because that guy's a fucking prick.
Mm-hmm. Big Show is 64. I'm surprised Kane is
So,
at 62, dude. I thought
well, that's
Kane.
another one of those attraction guys, you know?
No, like yeah, but still, I guess Undertaker is more known. But I thought he would be like at least lower 70s, not 62. Tori Wilson is 64, but overall 57. I mean, she's pretty
Tori
hot.
Wilson. Them legs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Keebler.
That isn't that her intro? She got the
What?
legs or something.
Oh,
Like that.
something like that, yeah. You know what's funny is I was watching George Lopez on Peacock and I forgot that Stacy Keebler is actually a character on there.
Oh really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Later on in the series.
Man, there was a. Oh yeah, that's right. I have Eddie Guerrero. For some reason, he's the only one I really unlock. If I won like
Yeah.
a recent legend on my in one of the rosters, it will be Eddie Guerrero. Because
It could be worse.
yeah. I
Could
mean,
be Doink the Clown.
no, I was saying like I never turn on. If I'm gonna play as Raw, I only turn on Steve Austin and The Rock, just so if
Mhm.
and I would turn on the Hulk Hogan just so SmackDown would take him, and then I can start myself with Steve Austin or The Rock. I cheat the system like that, but
You do cheat the system. That's probably why you get fucked over.
hardcore, and I keep fucking up the draft picks, dude. I keep giving. I'll
I
do
rem-
2 to 3 1 year contracts, and then all of a sudden I'm out of money. I was like, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck?
Now I remember when I was watching you draft when I had some free time, and I was watching you draft, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing, man?" I was like, "Cause like you made Kurt Angle. I think you made him clean, and I'm like, you have to make him dirty because in that game he was dirty. Like he was a heel at that time. And I remembered watching you, and I'm like, man, there's so many. Like you should have drafted the Boogeyman. Like there's a
I
lot of
actually
them that
I
you should have
restarted
drafted,
I
man.
restarted my game on my phone, and I did
Mm-hmm.
draft the Boogeyman, but I was like, who the fuck do I put against the Boogeyman?
Well, he's just good for filler. I
That's
mean,
true.
you gotta have filler.
No, but
That's
that's
just the other
yeah, that's
thing.
true. Yeah.
And then if you got to draft full tag teams, like you before you go to the draft, you should go to like the screen that shows tag teams and then
Yeah.
try to draft all those
All
guys.
right. Here's my my current list for my show or my Raw show. Big Show clean, Lashley dirty, Booker T clean. Eddie, Edge, Finley are all dirty. Holly is clean. JBL's dirty, of course. There's
Ali
no.
is clean.
Is he clean? He was clean in this game. I never changed him.
Jeez,
Should I? Okay, since you said that, I'm gonna turn him dirty. Cena
you
clean.
have a lot of dirty guys, man. That sounds wrong.
It does. I have to think. I have to think about it. That is Nitro clean. Dirty. Kane clean. Angle dirty. Actually, I did have him clean on SmackDown because I made Sean dirty.
Okay,
That still sounds so wrong. I'm just gonna stick with face and heel.
there you go.
Lita heel. Hardy face. Melina heel. I did turn Lita face one point because I had her face against Mickey James, which I had on heel. Orton heel, of course. Van Dam clean. Benjamin, this time around, I have him as a face. All the other times, I have him as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Tori Wilson clean. I'm not really sure why I have Tori Wilson. And Undertaker clean. But yeah, like you said, I have a whole lot of dirty or
Yeah, I
heels.
mean, and I'm sure you know that like when you do the matches to get better stars, it should
You
be
need
like
rivalries, and then
and
rivalries is
clean
only
versus
limited.
dirty.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
the simple things. I feel like number one
yeah.
contender will be perfect for like heel versus heel sort of thing, you know. But
Well,
no,
yeah, but it doesn't work
it
that way
doesn't work.
because
In yeah,
mm,
unfortunately, that's why I
no,
want GM mode back with updated mechanics.
man, I remember, yeah, because I remember when I played SmackDown versus Raw 2007. That's the one you're playing, right?
Yeah,
I
the
had to go
tiniest.
on like what's a cheater planet or game mag or whatever
Hmm.
and read the tips out of how to get the best, and they say that like you need to make sure like half of your roster is as clean, half of them are heels. You got to make sure that you draft at least like 2 or 3 tag teams that work together but can also work separate. It's complicated, dude. Like
I got it. I had it at one point. I actually did. Honestly, my SmackDown run, though I was doing so well until like I lost Royal Rumble. Like
mhm
my show lost Royal Rumble, so Raw got the pick.
mhm
So my final match, I banked it on Undertaker because in the game on WrestleMania, it's the first 2 matches Raw versus SmackDown stars. The third match, or the first one is Raw versus SmackDown. First match is Raw. The next one is Raw versus SmackDown again. Then the another one for SmackDown. Then the main event. Well, I had a planned main event for my show
mhm
because I thought it would be like SummerSlam, where it's like alternating.
mhm
But I didn't. So what I did was, I luckily for me, I had a great ass feud between Kurt Angle and The Undertaker.
oh yeah.
So I had, I won barely. I won the GM of the year award
Well, hey, there
because
you go.
of that match. Because I saw the card, and all of my Raw versus SmackDown matches, my guys lost because
Mhm.
popularity wise, they're not that popular compared to the other guys. If,
That sucks.
yeah, but apparently Taker and Angle carried me to victory. Thanks, guys. Always a fave. But yeah,
Ugh.
I tried playing 2006. It seems weird. honestly.
No, 2007 is like the king of wrestling games.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
yes.
that's the best one.
Oh, that feels so good to hear. Because I played the shit
Really?
out of it on the PS2. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I spent many weekends playing SmackDown
I,
versus
I
Raw
wanted
also.
I wanted 2008. Oh wait, yeah, 2008, 2009. But good thing I didn't because apparently 2009 didn't have GM mode. Well, back then I rarely played GM mode. I played mostly
Yeah, I
season
played
mode.
the
Yeah,
career
career
mode all
mode
the
and
time.
such.
Yeah.
Anyway, what other games? What else did you like about these games? I like the
The
fact that you
career
can have your own like title matches
Yeah, and
without.
I think my favorite part where those games were the career modes because they would literally write storylines for the career mode where if you made different choices, it would lead you to a different path, and that was
Mhm.
kind of different for games back then.
That's true.
And they would write specific storylines. Like there was one where you have to try to make Tori Wilson fall in love with you, basically, and you have to wrestle somebody else, and then you end up walking in on Tori Wilson in her underwear. Yeah, so that was my favorite one. But they have a lot of good stories,
Man,
though.
I
They
don't even
do.
remember the story. It's been that long.
Yeah, no,
But
that
yeah,
story has stuck with me for a long time, obviously.
yep, yep, for good reason. For good reason.
Yeah, for good reasons. But and I also like to play Day of Reckoning on the GameCube, but that was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I think my first one was there 2005 SmackDown versus Raw. I,
It may have just been SmackDown versus Raw, is what it was called. 'Cause the first one, I'm pretty sure, was just SmackDown versus Raw.
yeah, because I remember playing on the PSP.
And then my very
It might
first
be
game that I
2000.
played,
Oh
the
yeah.
very, I remember the very first wrestling video game I played was WCW Nitro on the N64.
Oh wow.
That was so fun,
For
dude.
me, it was either 2000 SVR 2006 or or oh no, I think it is 2006. Yeah, I think it was 2006 for the PSP. It wasn't even mine. It was
Jeez.
my friend's PSP, and I was just like,
Wow.
I gotta have this game. It's so
Mm-hmm.
fun. Then that's when I first
So
tried
good.
GM mode, and I was like, how the fuck do you play this game? So what I did was like I released all the, I played like multiple
Mm-hmm.
teams, and I just sold all his superstars, released all his stars, and I just
Yeah,
booked
and
my
then
own.
Simon.
No,
Yeah.
I just booked my own. And I didn't sign any of them, but if I don't like my guys, I sign on the other guys. And I just
That's
rotated.
funny.
Whenever one character leaves because I didn't have money or something, I swap him out with a different guy.
Just like nowadays in
Yeah,
WWE in 2021. I
exactly.
love
I was
it.
ahead of the curve. I
Yeah,
was
you
ahead
were
of
ahead
the
of the
curve.
curve.
But oh, not only that, rematches every goddamn week, dude. You know, I was ahead of Raw on that one for sure. Like even that's how I won. That's how I won. The last, literally from starting. I think it was either SummerSlam or Great American Bash. I had a Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels match,
Mm-hmm.
and then on like a little bit after Royal Rumble, I was like, or No Way Out or No Mercy, whichever one's closer to WrestleMania. I was like, you know what? Let's change it up. Then that's when I was like, Kurt Angle with The Undertaker, and they delivered.
Mm-hmm.
They got me my win. But still, I was just like, yep, yep. I was going through back, and I was just like, man, all of this like booking is like straight up what pretty much just recaps and rematches from like Raw. I'm sorry, but I would be
That's
perfect.
how it is. How it is
I'd be perfect
nowadays.
for Raw.
Yep. Need to be on the writing team.
Maybe
But,
I'll put like something better on it.
right.
But anyway, it's pretty much an hour and a half of recording.
I think we're good.
Yes, sir. Well,
And my dogs need to go outside. They've been bothering the shit out of me.
I sometimes hear it. Okay. Well, anyway, good sir. Thanks for joining me today. I will definitely let you go now. So,
Hey, no problem.
thank you for a little recap of what we talked about. It's pretty much the entire card for Money in the Bank. You said 4.5 stars.
Yeah.
I say 4 stars. It's definitely a great pay-per-view event, especially with the crowd.
The crowd raised it a star.
Exactly.
Just the crowd alone.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Texas crowds always bring it. So
well, I was about to say they will cheer for everyone, and I do mean everyone, even people out not in the show, like Becky.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
David, aka Mr. Flash Flood, in the house. Thank you for joining me again. And any social media you wanna plug or anything?
No, that's mostly private for my friends.
All right, I agree with that, and I understand. Anyway, my name is Ray, aka the King of Deers, and Mr. Flash Flood and I are gonna catch you on later. Peace.
See y'all later.